Gabriella Steitler is the author and the subject of today's book club. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
You deal in short stories, mystery, crime, noir. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you write about. I
love to write about Maine first and foremost because I love living here and being here. But then things that I experience in the day-to-day, I like to write about baseball games, Little League games, people that are faced with decisions that they're trying to wrestle with. I love thinking about what makes a good person do a bad thing, and really looking at people up against walls and thinking about things like that. You were at a Little League game and you stole some double bubble and you thought, maybe yeah. I can ramp up the stakes here a little bit more. Exactly. You've got a book, a story that's soon to come out over the summer. Yes, I have upcoming Ellery Queen Mystery Magazine, which is a wonderful mystery publication. They come out quarterly. And I have another one coming out in the subsequent issue as well with 2 other Maine-based writers as well in that next edition. So. And you're busy, mom, husband, got a lot of things to do. Yep. So you draw a lot of your, I guess tell us a little bit about that, where you draw these inspirations from and how an idea becomes the subject of a story. Yeah. Well, I think a lot. So I'll be sitting at a Little League game, for example, and I'll be like, I wonder what would happen if. And then you hear the crack of a ball and you think a baseball bat. You could do a lot with a baseball bat in a murder mystery. And then it kind of takes you down that path, right? And it's just a lot of fun. I like playing with things that everybody kind of knows and can experience and can relate to. I think it is interesting to do that and then to just twist it a little bit. So you've got a few things coming in, and one of the things I thought was fascinating in what you told us in advance is that you also are really advocating for other people to reach out to you because you know there's maybe others that want to express that creative side themselves. Absolutely. Maine is a wonderful place to live if you are interested in writing, if you're a crime writer. The Maine Writers and Publishers Alliance is wonderful. There's a Maine Crime Writers blog that's great. There are great organizations like Sisters in Crime and Mystery Writers of America that have New England chapters. Crime Wave happens in Portland, and that's a one-day crime writing conference. The Crime Bake happens down in Dedham, Massachusetts, and that's about 250 crime writers that get together and just talk about crime writing and killing and like all tastefully, of course. Sure. Hey, but sometimes that's people are intrigued by it, and there's a reason that every Netflix docuseries is about something that went astray for one reason or the other. And I always got to be worrying about the neighbor. You never know. Exactly. You never know what they're up to. So okay, you've got a story coming out over the course of the summer, and another one in the fall. Yeah. The one that's coming out over the summer I was nominated for an Edgar for my debut short story, and that one did really well, and I wrote that character again in the next series, and her sister comes asking for a favor. She's got a deadbeat boyfriend. The main character really doesn't want to help, but she decides to, and she finds herself immersed in this guy she doesn't really like. She knows he didn't do it. She's got to help him, and it goes from there. So that one explores like sibling relationships too. And then you'll introduce a new character named Sloan in the story that comes in the fall? Yeah, a private investigator, and so that one is going to be fun. She's based in Portland, and in that one, she's kind of like up against a wall. She's going to visit her mother, and her mother is harboring a fugitive, and she's going to help that fugitive escape, which you got to... Don't give it too much away. I won't give you the answer, but it's a good one. Yeah, there you go. You see some of the titles there, some of the things that you've written for. Just the PI is a central character. They can just be into just about anything, so the possibilities are endless. Exactly. If people do want to get in touch with you or maybe just kind of flesh out some ideas or talk about writing, what should they do? Go to my website, and there's a form. You can submit it, and I check my email regularly, and I'm happy to connect people with ideas and just chat about crime writing. Yeah, don't let that creative flame burn out. No, talk to GabriellaSteitler.com right there. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for having me.